Howdy everyone. Know what time it is? It's time for a big name review on the channel. Got some pretty big names that went into the making of this one. The Veil, an evil twin. I'm excited. How about you? Let's turn this clock back or turn it forward. I'm confused what time of year it is. Let's get right into it after the theme song. Welcome on into another Big Name Wednesday here from the Midland studio as per usual with your host Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, and two of the biggest names in the game went into creating this little schmorsel right here. Schmorsel. The Veil, an evil twin. It's almost not legible on the side of the can, very, very light, but I can make it out. It's good. And it's got a big old clock there. What time is it? Game time! Actually, I could say 9:03. That's a little bit of an inside joke. This is Luxurious Luxury Volume 11. So they come together. They do this a lot. It may or may not always swap out the breweries that are involved in it. But this one has two super big ones. The Veil, not too long ago, of course, had distro approved in South Carolina. So these kind of like slip through the cracks even more and more as time goes along. And Evil Twin, of course, is huge out of New York. So on Untapped, actually, let's read the can first. Silly me. Imperial Berliner Gose with mango, blueberry, marshmallow, and white truffle salt. Cool. It is that an 8 or 9? I'm going to go with a 9 because that's what it says on Untapped. And not too much else on Untapped, so on the can rather, so we'll go to Untapped. Imperial Berliner Gose Ale with mango, blueberry, marshmallow, and white truffle salt. Refreshingly complex notes of fruit punch, white chocolate, and fancy cocktails. I'm sure, there's a little bit of a challenge out there when you take a beer that's got all these kind of high-end fruity flavors and adjuncts and you make an actual cocktail with it, booze it up a little bit more. This would be the type of beer I would want to do that with, but I want to try it as it is and share that as it is with you fine folks. So we're going to just stick with that basic. We're not going to experiment too much. If for some reason I found another one of these in the future or a future edition, I might be tempted to do that cocktail, but not today. Not a lot of check-ins, only 334 total and 322 unique, 289 of which are ranked, but the global ranking, despite the small sample size, is very good, over 4.06. No IBUs listed. That's not a big surprise because it's a Gose. 9%. It is pretty strong. So let's let that clock turn. Let's take a trip down another time and place. Not waste any more time and crack this open. You know what? If you're one of those people, that says, It's sour's not a beer. And you would turn your nose up at something like this from The Veil and Evil Twin. I don't know if I want to be friends with you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. At least I know Brian the Beer Snob will support me. Because at least I know he's all on the sour train. But yeah, these are ridiculous breweries. If you're going to turn down something like this, bye, Felicia. Got the note. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh, so sweet. This does not smell like a Gose. When you're used to drinking Goses, you're used to them being that like pucker face, sour, like like that kind of stuff. This is not that. Holy cow, that sweetness. That sweetness is so upfront. I mean, looking at the ingredients, I gotta think it's the marshmallow. Oh man! I don't want to wait any more time for this one. Let's take a sip together. I'll drink that all dang day. Wow. Now I understand there are a lot of you out there, beer drinkers, that do not like your stuff very sweet. And that's okay. To each their own, drink what you want to drink. I'm all about that. However, this is not sour one freaking bit. That is tart to the extreme. The blueberry is very, very present. Very noticeable. The overall profile, I would say, would be sweet. I'm not getting the mango so much, I will say that. Truffle salt. I mean, there's a little bit, I will say, as I've gone about my time doing this and realizing what the term dry means in terms of beer. There's probably definitely a drying effect on it because there's no aftertaste in this whatsoever. So, like, anything you taste up here, anything you taste around here, it's not down here. It's gone. So, it definitely put that white truffle salt effect, that salty kind of ness, if you will, that's probably very present because there's nothing left over down here. But you would never know it was 9%. That's just sweet. It is very, very sweet, and there's a lot of blueberry in it. The mango, I'm struggling to pick up a little bit, like as it kind of meshes around on my palate. I'm kind of getting something that I know is not blueberry. Yeah, there's something kind of chilling around, and I know it's not blueberry, but it's like it comes in blueberry. There's something else, and then it ends blueberry. It's kind of wild as far as what fruits are hitting your palate, or at least mine. Everyone's palate is different. I understand. I recognize that, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's like the blueberry's hitting, it kind of goes away, and then it comes back. And there's something in the middle, and I would probably like to think it's the mango, because I'm kind of getting a little bit of a mango-ish feeling sensation, if you will, but it's still like a lot of blueberry. I mean, to me, blueberry in, blueberry out, whatever's in the middle it's nice if you notice it, but it's kind of an afterthought because this here and this here are the same. That's exceptional. It's not for 9%. It doesn't taste very boozy. Got a little bit of carbonation. Yeah, that's just That's just sweet and fruity all the way through. It's really not boozy at all, and that's a high boozy beer. But those are two ridiculous people that put this together between the Veil in Virginia and Evil Twin in New York City. That's incredible. If you thought I was incredible, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. And if you think fruited sours or fruited goses are incredible, work your way on down to the comments. The first one pinned is a link to a playlist of all the goses I've done in the past. If you want to recommend a beer to me, or maybe even send me a beer, email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. And if you want the rest of my day-to-day insanity, follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram, @nutmeg2palmetto. That's delicious. I wouldn't have any problem with finishing this, and I don't particularly want to share it. But if you want to meet up, I surely will. Cheers, folks. I'll see you next time.